cute. Lesbian, but B, like that type of B is the B. This one is a to-do list, and it's cute, check. Gay, check. Ready to slay, check. And then bye, babe. Okay, bye, babe. I don't really know. That one's less creative, but...
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is happening? Oh my gosh. Wait, we can say homo again? Someone said in the comments, and Colin says yes. Were we not allowed to say homo? Now, I have to tell you all. First, another MAGA account. A lesbian said she's rethinking being gay after seeing Walmart's new Pride Month clothing line. I have to tell you, I haven't been to Walmart to see these yet.
And talk.
So I'm going to take her word for it that those are there.
The guy who's talking right now?
And
I don't think he would ever copyright claim his stuff.
Me every time she sees one.
So that's why
Pride merch, you know, just to show she's supportive. And so I have a bunch of rainbow shirts, and it just doesn't fit the vibe of the show necessarily. Maybe on Pride Month I'll wear a couple of them.
I should use the monkey puppet. Watch.
I've never gotten one as good as Homo Stas. Okay. That I can tell you for sure. I've never gotten Homo Stas. I could use
a Homo Stas. If I don't heal, I would have died there. But now the monkey puppet.
Yeah, but
I'm standing in the fire there, taking extra damage.
A lot of Twitter accounts today were focused on was MSNBC issuing a retraction, and the
that guy's harder than
vibe
he used to be.
Was sort of
or that I remember.
Y'all got something wrong. I think the takeaway should be different for them, but let's listen.
I don't think he used to summon those little guys.
Friday show, Frank Figluzzi was on that morning during this hour discussing the work of administration officials.
If I'm really having the problem that I think I'm having,
said that FBI Director Kash Patel has reportedly been more visible at
nightclubs
than at his office at FBI headquarters.
Let's just assume that I'm not. I mean, I'm not really going to be fucked, but I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do.
So this is, while MSNBC has a bunch of problems, this is not proof that, see, they suck, as the MAGA reaction was online, but instead, see how they're willing to correct themselves whenever they get something wrong, or they just haven't substantiated something yet, unlike Fox, whose whole thing is not substantiating things and getting things wrong and not issuing retractions. Maybe y'all should learn from the fact that MSNBC, again, despite their major issues, has more journalistic ethics than the outlets you go to that constantly spews speculation and unsubstantiated claims and never circles back and says that may not actually be correct on a daily basis. Kash Patel spotted in nightclubs more than work, former FBI director says, and then issues a retraction, just at least saying that hasn't been substantiated. Listen,
I love it.
Was he being serious, or was he making?
This is my favorite fucking game.
Like he's been in nightclubs more than. Which, by the way, can you imagine at a nightclub?
No. Banana.
And then you're just having the time of your life, and you turn, and you got Homo Stas on your shirt. And you turn, and Kash Patel is next to you. What the heck, Kash? I don't think he is.
He's talking about
care if he is in a nightclub. He's just doing bad at his job. That's what I care quite a bit about. Moving on, next thing you would have seen if you were scrolling through right-wing Twitter today, it was Scott Galloway making this comment about men.
That the transition of manhood means your default operating system is protection. And it's not just physical. It's if you hear people criticizing others behind their back, your default is to weigh in and defend. You may not agree with the transgender community. You may not agree that corporations need to have a third bathroom. You may not believe in gender affirmation. But when you see a group being demonized, your default setting as a man is you move to protection. We are providers, we're protectors, and we're procreators. There's nothing wrong with masculinity. It is a wonderful guidepost. Lean in. We just need to redefine what it means to be a man.
Now, some people were responding.
I'm going to need to come back for that.
Some lady said, we don't need to define what it means to be a man. God already did that for us.
Now was it bottom? No.
Okay.
I messed up again.
That's not what he was saying. He said,
top,
or they said, this trans nonsense has gotten out of control.
Top left?
No, he's saying...
That's the scarab.
Yeah, agree or disagree with how he laid out that argument. He's saying
here's the toilet.
MAGA is right now making a lot of inroads with men, young men.
Jewel.
Because right now, in a rapidly changing
I can
world,
make that into something, hopefully.
there's a big chunk of young men
plus strength,
who feel
this is exactly what the Dagger Master wants. Plus
and feel
strength
like
and
they
minus
don't
defense.
exactly
Like, it
know
doesn't want
where their
defense because,
purpose
like,
is,
you're
who
trying
they're
to
supposed
just
to be, what does it mean to be a man. So, if MAGA's
now
making
it's down
inroads
and
by
up,
being
right?
really regressive
Down and up
destructive,
is the way out.
like
But
Andrew
then
Tate,
I have to go around the circle again.
Then, of course, liberals should reject the toxicity, nasty, regressive,
not right.
low
It's up and then
character,
up. Yes, up and up to the bar.
degrading, despicable, disgusting, dilapidated ideology of someone like Andrew Tate. But we can't just reject. We also have to then put forward our affirmative vision for what it can mean for young
guys,
men
if
to
you
be
listen to what
a
I
man.
talk
And I think
about
it's important, and I
in
don't
the
know
future,
exactly what
like,
that message
if you're
is.
listening to what I'm saying
I
now
do
during
think
this
centering
game,
it around purpose and,
you
and
can
passion
learn
and being
what Luke Bees
an
is saying. You
uplifter
can
and
learn
being
about. Like,
someone who
me.
produces value for the people
Because
around you instead of
like,
this
I'm 35
sort of
years
red
old,
pill.
and
You have
exactly
to
at this
show
age
your
is
own
when I,
strength
like,
by
figured out, like,
proving
a
how
couple
much you can
secrets to life.
push down other people,
So, I mean,
and
if you're really
you are
interested
only a
in
man
something
because
like that,
women are
like,
worse, right? That can be refuted with a message
You can
of
come by very soon.
manhood that's more aligned with our principles, but we have to lay that out, right? It can't just be assumed that if we reject their terrible ideology, people will come flocking over here because clearly that hasn't
so
worked.
where the hell is this
And
door? Okay,
young
it was
men
up and
voted
down,
for
right?
Trump,
No.
more than they voted for Vice President Harris, even though young people
Down and up?
thought was a really strong
Down then up,
voting
I think
bloc.
it was.
In its
Well, let's try
entirety,
down,
this is
up.
a big
Down,
misnomer. Youth
then
voters
up.
did vote for Kamala, but
Oh
men
yeah,
went
look
for
at that. Key.
All right, this next
Nice.
video, how to even introduce.
Now we're
Another
at 14.
thing,
Oh shit, I know what this
While
is.
the economy's spiraling, while people's rights
I
are being
remember
taken
this.
away, while we have an orange buffoon in the White House, while wars rage on, all of those things. Number one,
Some cool floors are starting to come up soon.
complicated.
Like
Number
these are just kind of boring
shed a very
floors. Like
positive light on
the first
the
15
MAGA
floors.
ideology. So,
Like the 20 and up are where it gets interesting, and then like 30 through 40 are really interesting, and then 40 through 50 are like a gauntlet towards the end, basically. And like, but you go back and forth between them, kind of like at that point. It's no longer as linear as going right up the tower, but for 1 to 30,
So,
it is
here's
pretty
the deal.
linear.
I need to describe this for podcast listeners. Imagine if you would close your eyes, unless you're driving. Don't close your eyes. Imagine if you would.
Again,
A
this
street.
is my favorite game ever.
Now put
Like,
people.
this is
Now put one
Triglav.
person with two
Like,
leashes
I've
on
been
their
playing
hand.
this for fucking...
What's on the end of the leash? This is a meditation.
15
What's on the
years,
end of the
man.
leash? Deep breath. What's on the end of the leash?
Like,
Is it a dog? Is it a cat? No. It's a human.
I might die
It's two
soon
humans.
from, like, cancer or some
Rest is
shit.
cats.
And, like, this is
Acting
the
like
game
cats.
that I think is worth playing,
Okay, so
so...
now you have the image.
We just put
A
it that
person
way.
walking two people who are down on
And the
all
creator
fours
was talking to
in
me, I
cat
think, directly.
costumes. I think that's a cat. So one thing I love about this clip is that there's some people recording it, but there's so many people just not even giving one single look. They're just like, I don't know, I gotta get to work. that's such an American. Okay, someone's walking a cat, a human. I need to just go. I'm busy. All right, I need to get coffee. I need to go to work. But often the response will be, this. I don't know why this is the left.
Jesus.
This is what, if Kamala Harris had won, everyone would be walking cat humans on the street. That's Kamala Harris's America. I don't know why they made that connection. Yeah, people do funky stuff
15?
forever.
I
Now
already
we just
have-
have
oh,
phones
I
to
gotta
record
get
it
rid of
all
this
and to post it
banana.
all on social
Fuck
media,
this.
which then
I'm
encourages
getting
more
rid of the
people to do
banana
the
first.
funky stuff, so that it'll go viral on social media.
I gotta go all the way up
So
to,
that
like,
people will talk about it.
basically
which
every
is
5
what
floors
you're
there's a
giving
place
them.
to
'Cause,
turn
yeah, I
in
mean,
bananas and stuff, so...
I wouldn't say if I passed
You might as
by
well
that,
sell
I
your
would
shit,
feel
actually, so let me go sell these
particularly
axes.
comfortable.
Because axes...
But-
well, weak axes aren't worth shit, I guess.
Let me put it this way.
And
If
basically,
I were
there's
someone
no
who
way to
wanted
store
be
shit with
walked
the way
like
I'm
a
playing,
cat,
so...
That's how
Just
I
gotta
would like
find
to be
a
walked.
piece
No.
that fits with that and just make the ring.
Great technique from the walker. That's all I'll say. Great technique. So that's supposed to upset you more than Trump destroying your retirement savings.
Oh, there's one.
Also,
Attack range,
Ryan,
dexterity, really?
the Green's boyfriend, is now for
Fuck
some reason
you, man.
broadcasting on
Okay,
television.
whatever. I'm doing it.
His
I'll do it.
Botox procedure.
Make your mean face.
He puts it together. Look, watch. Now, see? Now I get it. Well, that was easy. You know what? I'm gonna pause here.